Hey guys, this is Dan Castro with Investor Underground. I just wanted to inject a bit of sanity into this crazy coronavirus scare. I ran my own calculations. I kind of suck at math, but I think I can do this much. You guys know that the US population is about 331 million, right? So far, as of about 5 minutes ago, the number of infections in the United States is 83,206. Out of those number of people, out of that number of people, only 1,201 have actually passed away. So let's do some basic math here. 83,000 people infected, 1,200 passed away. That's 1.4%. Now, I don't know if you were ever a struggling math student like I was, but if I ever got a 98.6% passing rate on a math test, I would be thrilled. So think about it for a minute. The media wants you to focus on the number of deaths, which is higher than we want it to be, yes. But 1.4% as a percentage of the number of people infected is pretty good odds. 98.6% survival rate, that's pretty darn good. If you went to Vegas and the blackjack dealer said, hey, put your money down, you have about a 98.6% chance of winning, you would take that bet every day. If somebody offered you a flip property and said, hey, there's a 98.6% chance you're going to make $50,000, I think you take that bet. Same thing with the stock market. If you invested $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000, if your broker said, hey, there's a 98.6% chance you're going to win, you're going to make money, I think you would take that bet. So I'm just trying to help you guys see the reality of the situation. You have 98.6% odds of surviving this. The coronavirus itself, if you do get it, lasts about 2 weeks. But let's do some more math for a minute. There's 331 million people in the population in the United States. Only 83,000 people are infected. That's less than 1% of the entire population. The actual number is 0.025%. And as I said, I suck at math, but I do know that that's very, very small. It's much, much less than 1% of the entire population is even infected. So let's do another set of calculations. Out of 331 million people, only 1,200 have passed away. You know what that number is? It's so tiny, I can't even do the math, but my calculator can. And it said that the number of people that have passed away out of the entire US population is 0.00036%. 0.00036%. That's like less than 1% of 1% of 1% chances that you're going to pass away from this disease. So look on the bright side, you have about a 99.9% of surviving. You're going to be okay. I realize that you may have lost your job if you work at a restaurant or a bar. You may not be able to work because of the stay-at-home orders that have been put in place, but you are going to survive. We are going to get past this hysteria. And once they release us back into the streets, back into the restaurants, back into the bars, the market is going to come flooding back like a mighty tidal wave. And I want you to be ready for it. So I'm just here to tell you to focus on what you have, not on what you've lost. Focus on what you can do instead of what you can't do. A lot of investors and clients have been calling me, texting me, Facebooking me, saying, Dan, what should we be doing during this crisis? And I want to tell you some of the things that I've been sharing with them, which is basically do what you can do, okay? What can you do? Well, one of the things that you can do and that you should do is reconnect with your family. Since you're holed up in those four walls, reconnect with your family, reconnect with those you love. More importantly, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with the things that you used to love to do before you got so crazy busy. What am I talking about? Pick up that guitar, pick up that keyboard, practice your salsa moves, which is what I've been doing. Don't forget those who are less fortunate than you. While you're at the store trying to hoard toilet paper and milk and bread, remember that there's homeless people out there that don't have the opportunity to do that. I know several of these people personally, and I met with them just a few days ago. They say all the food banks and the food pantries are not showing up at their usual locations with their daily sandwiches and daily bread. So I bought some groceries and took them to one particular guy that I've known for a long time. Why? Because everybody else is hoarding and everybody's forgetting that the homeless exist. If you see somebody who's homeless, stop, give them $1. Give them a cookie, give them a sandwich, give them something. Don't forget about them. What else can you be doing, and what else should you be doing? The universe has basically stopped you from chopping wood. You're basically at home, you don't know what to do to generate income. Well, if you're a wood chopper, it's a perfect time to sharpen your axe. So what do I mean by that? You should be improving the things, the skill set that you have that makes you good at what you do. Take time to sharpen your axe. What do I mean by that? Start taking at home online educational courses, those courses that you have signed up for 6 months ago, but never took the time to watch those videos, to take those at home online courses. One of them, of course, is the Investor Underground 2-day boot camp. Now would be a good time to sign up for that if you don't have anything else to do. Another thing you can be doing is building your pipeline. You can be focusing on cold calling. Start cold calling the pre-foreclosure lists. You should start stuffing envelopes. You should start working on your logos, for example, which is what Anthony Garrett is doing, one of my good friends and the co-host of Investor Underground. Somebody suggested you can take a case of toilet paper to somebody on the pre-foreclosure list, ring their doorbell and say, hey, I'm bringing you toilet paper. And by the way, I'd like to buy your house. Anyway, something else you should be thinking about doing is reading. Reading the literature that you know you need to read to improve your skill set. Focus on more ways to make money. This is now a good time. It's a good wake-up call. It's a time to get that message from the universe like, hello, I knew I should have been creating multiple streams of income 6 months ago, a year ago, more than that, years ago. I've been preaching the gospel of multiple streams of income for many years. I myself have multiple streams of income. And why do we do that? It's not necessarily to get rich, although that's not a bad outcome. But my question to you is, when is the best time to dig a well? And the answer, of course, is before you need the water. And the people that I know that have been trying to create multiple streams of income that started 6 months ago, 9 months ago, 3 years ago, are doing pretty good right now, even though 1 or 2 of those streams have trickled, have stopped down to a trickle. The other streams are still flowing pretty good. So right now you should be thinking about your future, about what multiple streams of income you can be creating for the future and for you and your family. That's all I have for now. I want you to think about these things. Take time to sharpen your axe, focus on your friends and your family. Don't forget the unfortunate. And remember to focus on the information in a way that's positive. 98.6% chance you're going to survive this, and an even greater percent chance, 99.9% chance you're not even going to get the disease. And if you do, it's only going to last about 2 weeks. So focus on that. Start doing the things you can do. Don't focus on what you can't do. And good luck. We'll see you on the other side. Peace out.